I'm Wes Mancini with Wright Global Graphic Solutions, and this is an instructional video on how to assemble your Dr. Greene headboard display. Pictured here are all your pieces required to build your Dr. Greene headboard display. Here is your header artwork, your fabric banner, your side panel, your header frame piece, your metal dowels for the fabric banner, your bottom support. On the left are your side panel braces. On your right are your header panel braces, your light fixture, and your left and right legs. Here is the hardware required to put the assembly together. All is included with the exception of your Phillips head screwdriver, which you will need. Here you have your display with your left and right leg frame pieces connected to your header frame piece. For the purposes of putting the frame together, for now, you're just going to slide the frame into the legs. And while doing so, please make sure that your holes, the majority of the holes for the legs, are facing to the inside of the frame itself. You will need those later. Here is your bottom support attached to the frame on one side. It is simply attached with 2 screws and 2 nuts, sliding right through the bottom of the frame. I would not tighten down any screws on the frame until you've completed assembly, just to make sure if you need to make adjustments, you are able to do so. The next step is to secure the top of the frame to the legs securely. Again, you're going to be using a screw and nut. What you're going to want to do is just lift the frame out of the legs until you reach the bottommost hole. And that takes a little bit of finesse to get to. Most of the bags that these frames have been sitting behind do require it to be this high. Your next step is to attach your fabric banner. I have already threaded the dowel that's hollow for the screws through the top of the banner. And you're just going to attach it to the hole that's at the top of the frame using your hex screw. You're attaching the other side. And you can just go back later on with an Allen wrench and tighten it down all the way. Here we're going to attach the header panel braces to the top of the frame. You're going to want to keep the bracket for the light fixture to the inside of the frame, like so. Now when attaching this, it's important that you only thread the screw in and do not tighten it down all the way. Otherwise, your header panel will not attach properly. We're now going to attach the header panel to the front after we spun the display around. And to finish attaching the header panel to the braces, you just want to tighten down the 4 screws in the back. It'll make it a nice tight fit. Attach the side bracket mounts for your side panel. It's important that the screws and the braces go in specific holes on the back of the frame. Again, this is an Allen wrench. You can just tighten this down after the fact, after you get the signage on the front. Now going to attach our side panel. When you attach the side panel, you're going to want to do it through the top hole, uppermost hole, top bracket, and lowermost hole, the bottom bracket. These can be tightened down to be more taut after you have the fronts on. The next to last step is to attach your light fixture behind the header panel. And there are two metal clasps behind the header panel that the light fixture simply just hooks into. Last step is to insert the weighted dowel into the bottom of the display, and that simply goes into the sewn loop at the bottom of the banner.